All right, welcome to the YouTube channel. This is the first video. My name is Evan. I have been reselling online for about 3 years now, since the fall of 2021. And I have gone through a bit of trial and error throughout the years, trying to kind of figure out what sells, what works, what are the best practices and ways to do things. So I thought I'd hop on here and share my top 3 biggest tips if you are getting started in online reselling and you want to just expedite the process of learning and selling items without having to go through that trial and error. Okay, tip number 1, this is to start by reselling something or things that you're knowledgeable about, at least in the beginning. You can always learn more about other things, like if you're knowledgeable about electronics, maybe start with that, and then over time you can learn more about clothing or sporting goods or Beanie Babies or whatever it is. But you want to start out with something that you are knowledgeable about, that you can prepare, clean, fix if you need to, and list fairly quickly without a ton of research. And something that when you go to a garage sale or a thrift store, you can kind of eyeball it and know and be like, oh, this will be profitable. If they're selling it for X amount of dollars, I'm definitely gonna be able to make this amount of money. And yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of trial and error involved in that, but starting out with something that you have some expertise or knowledge in is gonna be really important. Okay, tip number 2, this is to diversify basically everything. So diversifying where you're sourcing your items from, and also diversifying where you're selling your items. So for example, I source my items from all kinds of places, from garage sales, thrift stores, literally Facebook Marketplace, which is also where I sell from, Craigslist, all kinds of places. So you can have kind of like a wide spectrum of where you're sourcing. So that way, if it's the middle of winter and there aren't garage sales, you can still go to the thrift store, you can still find things off of Marketplace or Craigslist to sell. And then on the back end of that, diversifying where you are selling your items. Again, this is going to help kind of widen the net of how much you can sell. And that way, if one marketplace goes down or you get banned or stuff just isn't selling as much, you're still selling on other marketplaces. So for example, I list all my items through a cross-listing platform called Vendoo, and I list on Mercari primarily, Facebook Marketplace, and eBay. And by doing this, I can diversify where I'm selling. So that way, if eBay is having a slow month, the other places kind of pick up and make up for that. Okay, and the third and final tip, and this may seem like another no-brainer, but that's to have good customer service. This is super important. As a reseller, your reputation is essentially everything. Your ratings on your marketplaces are what's gonna help you sell more product. So for example, if I sell something and it was a $20 sale and the customer on the other end wants a return for no reason, it's still in my best interest to give them a full return and apologize or just make things right, because that $20 is not worth a 1-star review on your marketplace. That 1-star review is going to hurt you much, much more than that temporary loss of $20. So that's a really important thing to remember. Customer service is huge, not only on the side of returning or refunding and returning product, but also interacting with customers through Messenger, whether it's Facebook Messenger or eBay Messenger, making sure you're replying quickly and thoroughly and just communicating really well with people. That can go a long way in making sure you're in good standing and you have a really good rating to help propel more sales, and also just giving people a great experience and making more sales. You're gonna get a lot of as you grow, you're going to get a lot of messages on these messengers, and being able to, not just shoo someone away when they ask if something's available and maybe it's not, but hey, maybe I can direct them towards something else they may like. So just being very, very active in customer service is going to go a super long way in helping propel you towards more and more sales. All right, guys, thanks for sticking around for the whole video. This was the first one on the YouTube channel, so I know it was a little bit wonky. I'm still trying to get used to talking in front of the camera, but I hope these tips can help you out in your resale journey. Go ahead and make sure you click wherever the subscribe button is. I'm gonna keep dishing out videos like this with little tips and tricks for reselling. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.